Mary, thank you so much, and thank you to Senator Brown, and thanks to all of the faith leaders who are here as well, and my colleague Senator Ryan. Thank you to everybody for your commitment to working families across our country and for your partnership in getting the Build Back Better plan across the finish line. For parents across the country, childcare is unaffordable, it is unavailable, and it is absolutely essential. As any parent knows, you cannot go to work if you don't have any options to make sure your kids are taken care of. Yet child care costs more today than many families pay for rent or mortgage or even college tuition. But even for those who can afford it, many cannot find it. Nearly half of families nationwide don't have enough child care providers in their own communities. And as we know, the pandemic made it even harder to find childcare by forcing many providers to close their doors. Even as childcare providers now try to reopen, childcare workers are struggling to make ends meet. Fixing this is make or break for families across our country and for our economy. That is exactly why Build Back Better includes historic investments to lower families' childcare costs, help states invest in opening new child care providers, raise wages for early childhood workforce, and adds more child care openings. Under our bill, working parents will have way more options and pay way less to send their child to a high-quality child care provider that they choose. Same with pre-K. Parents of 3- and 4-year-olds will have more options to send their kids to quality preschool for free. And that includes options from our faith-based providers. Families across our country from all faiths rely on religious providers and family-based providers for childcare, which is why Build Back Better makes sure faith-based providers are eligible. Under our plan, faith-based childcare providers can participate in the program in the same way that all providers do and continue to serve their communities and care for our kids. I've heard from so many parents across the country who are so tired of asking, can I choose the provider I actually like, or do I have to go with this cheaper one because I can't afford the one I like? Or is it worth me going back to work if I have to pay as much for rent or mortgage or college tuition to send my child to a provider I trust? Or how long am I going to be on this wait list? And what do I do in the meantime? And I've heard from religious child care providers and faith leaders that are urging us to get this done so they can better support their communities. Because that is what Build Back Better is all about. Getting parents the support they need to get back to work and making sure our kids are getting quality care. This is critical to our families, to our businesses, and it's critical for rebuilding our country stronger and fairer. And Democrats are going to make sure that we get this done. So thank you all for being here, and I am proud to introduce to you Rabbi Jonah Pesner. He's the director of the Religious Action Center of Reformed Judaism.